Hello and welcome back to my channel, where I used to share practical examples of Excel. Today, in this video, we are going to see how we can create a context menu in a VBA user form. Context menu is also known as right-click menu. Normally, it is very useful when you are doing a big project or something like that. You can create as many as context menu in your project. So, without any further ado, let's get started. Let me show you what we are going to learn in this particular video. So you can see when I run the form and right click on the context menu label, you can have the menu with the sub items, and as well as we have the menu with the icons over here. So we are going to make this working functionality again. So let's start it. Now let's go to the developer tab and open your Visual Basic. And here we are going to create first of all a user form. Okay, and in on this user form we are not going to design anything, we are just going to create a context menu. So let's double click on it. Here we are going to select initialize method from the menu list. Let's select initialize. Okay, and we can delete the upper one, not required. And here we are going to call a function. Okay, that we have not created right now, but we will create soon. uh, Create pop-up menu, and also we are going to write a code on a mouse down functionality. So let's create a function over here, and we are just going to check if it is a right click or not. So button equal to 2, that is the right click. Okay, so let me put a note over here, write this. Okay, and if it is a right click, then we want to show the pop-up menu. So I am just going to call application dot command bar, and we are just going to call the context menu name. We are just going to name it as my custom menu. Okay, dot show pop-up. Okay, this is the line that we are going to highlight the pop-up menu. Now let's create the menu first of all. So insert a module, and here we are going to do our magic. Let's first create the subroutine that we are calling on a initialize, that is a create pop-up menu. Just copying and pasting sub and then paste. Okay, and we are going to write our code to create a pop-up menu over here. First of all, let me declare the variables. Here we are going to create a three variables, one for the pop-up menu and two for the menu items. One is a normal menu item and another will be for the sub menu. So let me create sub menu. Okay, and both the types are command bar control, and the main pop-up is command bar. Now let's do one more activity before. One of the practices that whenever you create a context menu, it should be removed when it is used out. So I am just going to write a code on error resume next right now over here, because if it is not there, then the error will be pop up. So to handle that error, I am just writing on error resume next, and here we are going to write application dot command bar my custom menu. Okay, dot delete, and below here I am just going to write on error go to 0. This will make a error functionality to the default. Okay, now let's create a pop-up menu, and to create a pop-up menu, let me put a comment here. Now you can write with me. We are going to set cb pop-up equal to application dot command bar dot add. Okay, we are going to add the property name, that the context menu name. So name colon equal to my custom menu. We can copy over from here. Okay, and next we are just going to give a position of MSO bar pop-up. You can press control space also to get it. This indicates the pop-up menu. Okay, and next we are just going to put a temporary equal to true. This ensures that menu is deleted when application is getting closed. Okay, so temporary colon equal to true. Okay, so this is the line of code that helps to create a pop-up. under the variable CB popup. Okay, now let's create a regular item first of all. That is the item, first line item of a menu. For that, we are just going to set the variable CB control. Okay, set CB control equal to CB popup, where we are going to add for the CB popup controls dot add, and the type is going to be MSO control button. Make sure if it is not getting, you can press control space, then it will automatically pop up. You have to select MSO control button for this. And to know the value, we can put a caption over here, CB control dot caption dot caption, yep, equal to, for example, let's say hello. Okay, and after that, when we click on it, it should provide some action. Okay, so we will say CB control dot on action equal to some of the macro name, whatever the macro name you want to assign, you can put it over here. Let me add this macro now. Sub say hello, and okay, and let's put MSG box hello. Okay, so let's get this first of all. Let me run the program. Double click on the form here and just press F5. Ups, invalid use of property. What we missed out? We missed out property name delete. You can put dot delete after the custom menu. Let's continue the execution. Okay, so here and on right click we get the pop-up. Okay, say hello, and on a click of that we are getting a subroutine called. So let's go further and create some more regular items. Let me copy and paste it, and we are just going to rename say hello to, for example, 1 2 3, something like that. And also we will create a subroutine parallel to that. So let me copy and paste this 3 times, and yep, and let's see how it is going to work now. Let me right click and see, we have all the 3 items over here, and when we click on them we get a parallelly the subroutine calls, that is hello 1 2 and 3. Okay, so that's it, how we can easily create the context menu. Now let's see how we can create a submenu over here. We are going to use CB submenu variable for that, and we will write set CB submenu equal to CB popup dot controls dot add, and then we are going to type equal to MSO control popup. Instead of button, we are just going to use popup. Earlier we used as a button, right? Here we are going to use as a popup. So we are saying that this variable is going to contain a submenu item. Now let's add the caption and as a sub menu. Okay, now in the sub menu we need to add our sub items. Okay, let me copy from the previous one and just going to paste it below, and let me change this from CB popup to sub menu, and we are just going to rename the caption. Let's say sub menu item 1, and let's update the procedure sub menu 1. Okay, and let's create the procedure also sub menu 1, and let's say message box sub menu 1. That's it. Let's give a try to run and let's see. Yep, we have the sub menu item, and on click we get the message also. So this is how you can create as many as sub menu items in a context menu. Now let's see how we can add a icon or an image in the front of a menu like this. You can see in our regular menu some of the icon names are there. These are the face IDs that we can use in a menu. Let me add in the first menu item. Let me type CB control dot face ID, I'm just going to give a number over here. Face ID contains a number from 1 to I think 10,000 or something like that. You can put any number over there. And when you see, you get this icon, smiley icon. Okay. So that means you can try with any number as you like. But parallelly, if you want to have an image, you can use control dot picture property also. Okay. So for that, let me show you cb control dot picture. You can directly write it out equal to img, and img is going to be an object variable. So let me create it first. Dying img as object. You need to create it as an object only, and you can load the image in this variable, and then after you can assign it to the menu item. Let me show you. We are going to assign this like set image equal to load picture, and then inside we are going to give a path of a file name that we want to show as an icon. Here I have file images.bmp file. In my picture folder, I'm just going to copy the location path, okay, and going to put into the code this thing, and make sure you select the bmp file because it works with the bmp right now. And let me put the name images.bmp. Okay, and we already assigned this image to over here as the picture property. So when we run, we should have that icon as as image. This look fine. We can use the face ID and image in a menu items. You can use in sub item also. Now let's see the final thing, that is a separator. Okay, and to add a separator, just a single line, that is a begin group equal to true. Okay, this line of code help you to give a line break in the menu. See, after first and second value, there is a line there, and this line comes because of this line of code, that is begin group. That's it for today tutorial. I hope you found this guide on creating a custom pop-up menu in Excel VBA helpful and easy to follow. With just few lines of code, you can enhance your Excel application with the dynamic and interactive menus. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to give thumbs up, share it with the others who might find it useful, and subscribe to the channel for more tutorials on Excel, VBA and other powerful tools. Hit the bell icon so you never miss any update. See you in the next video.